Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Spider Monkey Eats. Today I'm going to share with you how to make your own version of a healthy peanut butter cup. If you've ever had a Reese's, you know they're amazing, but you also know they are not the most healthy thing that you could be eating. So there's a very easy way to make your own with ingredients of your choice. Okay, so I have some here that I've done with dark chocolate, and then these are with semi-sweet. Okay, you can put almond butter in the middle if you want to, different kinds of butters. Today we're using a natural peanut butter. The only other thing you need besides the chocolate and what you're gonna put in the center, so again today peanut butter, is coconut oil to soften the chocolate so it's easy to kind of be more pliable and do what you want with it. So I'm gonna show you how we make these. Very easy, but it's just a few steps that take a little bit of time because within each step you're going to stick it in the freezer for at least like 45 minutes to an hour so it can set. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our empty cups. What I have here is some chocolate, okay, semi-sweet chocolate that we have melted with some coconut oil. So you can use a double boiler or you can put it in the microwave. But if you put it in the microwave, just definitely keep an eye on it. Maybe do 30 seconds, stir it, 30 seconds, stir it, but with the coconut oil in there. So we're gonna make a nice thin layer. So these are parchment paper baking cups, so nothing will stick to these. We're gonna spread this out. Okay, and what we can do to get a nice even lip on the outside as well is we're just going to turn this so it gets up on the edge as well, so that when you do add everything in, it has a little lip. Okay, so we'll just rotate. Just like this. Very easy. And so this alone we would have to stick in the freezer for about 45 minutes at least. This is a thinner layer, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy, at least having the bottom coated, or if we do a little bit more. There's a lot in that one, but we'll start coming up the sides. Just like that. Okay, so to your discretion how much chocolate, if you want this whole cup filled up or if you want them lower. So we'll have these off to the side. So this is step one, is fill the bottom of our cups. Then we're gonna stick those, as I mentioned, in the freezer. I have some that were already in the freezer. So you see how the shell, the nice thin layer on the bottom, and these are hard. Okay, so we can add our almond butter, peanut butter, almond butter, peanut butter, whatever you guys want to, okay, into our hard shell. So this is at room temperature, so it is going to spread out a little bit. We could help it along. If you want a nice hefty chunk, we just want to have, you know, a good amount, and then we're going to cover that with chocolate. Check that out. Ugh. So if you guys do like Reese's, you guys can make these, you know, however you want. If you always like the jumbo ones, put an extra bit in there. If you just want a little bit, just put a little bit, but we do want that to spread out so that it's along the whole bottom layer. So since this is at room temperature, I'm going to want to so say I just did a little dabble, I want to let it set right where I put it. This is going to spread a little bit, that's why it's good to have the rim come up with the chocolate. Okay, so we can freeze this, you know, about same deal, about 30 minutes, or longer is always better, but at a minimum, you just want it to be a little bit firm. And then the last thing is these have already been frozen as well. Okay, so we have our frozen bottom layer of chocolate, frozen top layer of peanut butter, and then we're just going to coat it with some more of our chocolate. So again, at your discretion. Ooh. And we will smear that around. So again, we're going to pick it up, move it, because we want it to get all around the edges. So this is a chocolatey one. Definitely a chocolatey one. But again, still doesn't fill up the whole top, and then it's going to keep its cute shape when we put it in the holder. So we'll put this over here for our third step. And we will do our last one. Stop there. And again, just give it a good little turn around just to make sure that it's getting all the edges. You'll let it sit, that should flatten out. You could give it a little knock if you want it to flatten out more. But here we are. We have our steps 1, just the bottom layer. Step 2, after the bottom layer has been cooked a little bit, or excuse me, cooked in the freezer a little bit, then we put our next layer on, our almond butter or peanut butter, whatever you want to put in there. Freeze that a little bit, and then our top layer of chocolate, and we're definitely going to freeze that. So if we have our nifty container here, I'll just stick this back in the freezer. This will help keep the shape. And these all, especially this, definitely 45 minutes to an hour. So you can just stick them all back in, and you'll just do them, you know, as you can. I would do the whole set, you know, if I want to make 12 of these, the whole set, just the bottom layer, pull them back out. The whole set, the almond or peanut butter layer, the whole, you know, throw it back in the freezer. Then pull them back out, whole set, top layer of chocolate. You can finish with a little bit of sea salt if you want to. You can also, I wanted to show you guys, I'm not gonna do it, but you can add in banana. So I would take a slice and I'd put it right on top of the almond butter and freeze it with that layer, and then add the chocolate on top. So all you really need to split up the chocolate is about a tablespoon of the coconut oil. For a full bag, you're gonna do a tablespoon, okay? But if you are splitting it up a little bit, you can always reheat it to melt the chocolate again. So it's not a waste if it hardens back up, just reheat it a little bit. So these will go in the freezer, and this is our final product. So this is what I mentioned, this is with dark chocolate, and then this is with the semi-sweet, just like we have here. Okay, so we'll break one of these open, and we will see. So let's see, let me just bite into it. There's a lot of chocolate going on there. See it coming out? Oh, perfect. Check that out. Really good. Homemade, just like that. Homemade peanut butter cup, just like that. So you guys can see. Check it out. So dark chocolate, if you want a little bit more health benefits, semi-sweet, or if you guys like milk chocolate, up to you, but not filled with processed things. I'm sure if I look at a Reese's, there are more than 3 ingredients. I could almost bet on that. I don't eat them often, but if I wanted to have something nice and light, this is what I would do. It is really that simple. Tablespoon coconut oil for a bag of your choice of chocolate. Melt that, again, either in the micro for a little bit or double boiler. Peanut butter, almond butter, whatever kind you want, cashew butter, whatever you want to do. Sprinkle some sea salt on top, you know, when it's still wet. Or you could do, like, if you did peanut butter, you do 3 peanuts, so you know what's in there. You can do an almond on top if you did almond butter, just so you know what's in the differences of each cup. So hopefully you guys like this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If it's something you're going to try as well, I'm interested to know. If you have any suggestions of anything else you want to see, leave me a comment. And if you do not want to miss another episode of Spider Monkey Eats, definitely subscribe to our channel, Ultimate MMA Plus.